Okay, one second. He will talk about probable autonomy, the trust layer for AI agents in regulated industries. Thank you.
Thank you to you, welcome. Questo speak sarà in inglese dato che l'argomento è estremamente importante. If someone had told me 2 years ago that there would have been an event in Naples about AI, unfortunately, I would have never believed because it was like almost impossible. But now, I'm so happy to be here because someone gave me the opportunity to talk about AI and cutting-edge technology that are spearheading the world. Imagine being a banker, a director of a bank, a director of an insurance company, being a director of an important company, so a regulated industry or an enterprise, or we can exaggerate a government. Would you implement an AI right now? I honestly don't think so. I had spoken with some director, and there is always the same problem. That, as everyone said yesterday and today, we cannot trust the AIs. In 2022, OpenAI launched ChatGPT 3.5. The state-of-the-art model, it was great. People started to believe that AI could enhance the world, augment the productivity, be better for the society. After that, there were many companies who followed OpenAI, such as Anthropic, Google, Moonshot. But everyone has the same problem. They continue to develop a strong AI without having a secure one. If you are a bank, you cannot integrate these models into your software because if there is a problem, you will get in trouble and you have the responsibility for them. They don't work for you. You are responsible for what they do. So every time you gotta check them, what they do, how they do, why do they do that. So it's like quite scary sometimes. The majority of directors told me that they will be very happy to integrate these models in their system, but now they just can't. And I am happy to say that Hyperion Ltd developed a Hyperion HiveMind AX, which is a solution that is fixing this problem. I would like to go to the next slide because to explain what they made and how we are working on it. Thank you. The reason for why I have developed this product is because I had this problem too. I used to code with AI lots of times, and sometimes AI starts to make decision by itself, and this is not even possible. How can a model take decision for me? Who are you? Why are you doing that? So I developed a system that will never do that again. Yeah, it will be great to go straight back, don't worry. After that, we are seeing how the majority of companies are working with bank to integrate their models into the software, but then they are not accepting it because they cannot audit the action that the agents do. So Hyperion developed HiveMind, which is capable to audit every action that an agent does. Let's say, for example, you run a prompt that we call a mission, so we define again this word, telling to the AI, please make a deep research about my company, how we work, what we do, and why we do that, and tell me if my company is compliant to the EU Act. The AI could tell you, yeah, you are compliant, so you can go without problems. But perhaps you could receive a bill of thousands of euros because you were not compliant. And this is very dangerous. And who is responsible between them, the AI or you? Unfortunately, you will be responsible. Yeah, I prepared a slide, absolutely. Sta nella cartella. And I'm going to show you how we made it. First of all, we audit everything. So if you ask to our model, to our platform to write a code, to be compliant, to be like, to substitute someone, they will not do that. because we are under the AOAI Act, Article 9, 40, 50, and 30. And this is truly important for companies, so they can finally integrate it in their systems. For instance, you are in a courtroom, and you want to show them that AI made a mistake. Now you can't. You can go to jail because AI made a mistake for you, and you have never asked to your AI, to your large language model to do that. And this is absolutely dangerous, so it had to be fixed. So we can say that HiveMind is a layer 2 between who develops this model and who uses them. Then another important thing is that we are compliant in the Article 14 of the AOAI Act. So we classify the actions. So when you run a mission, the AI will divide this mission in 3 parts. The first one is green, the first one is orange, and the first one is red. If it's green or orange, the AI can go automatically without asking you what to do. However, if the AI classifies it as red, they will never go without asking you for permission. So you have to deny or approve the actions. And this is very important. Yeah, it is there, it's in Google Drive. Yeah. But no problem, so I'm able to tell you what I made in 2 years continuously without showing you that. Then it's very important because we orchestrate AI too. So why should you use anthropic models and not our platform? Great, there are no differences. You can use the anthropic models in our platform, but we have a large language model gateway routing. So you can basically choose between more models who can work together, like an HiveMind. That's the reason for why we have this name, which is great. This problem has been finally fixed. If you are the director of a hospital, you can finally work with the sensitive data of your customers. The reason for why I'm telling that is because I spoke with a lot of people, and they asked me for that. And we finally developed it, which is great. I really want to show you the platform, because it's great without just talking about my company. Unfortunately, it's not possible. But imagine how awesome it will be to finally have an AI which is auditable, which is traceable, and that will never be wrong with you, because you will be responsible about AI. This is an important plot. It's an important plot because lots of speakers told you yesterday or today too that they talk about trust, like Andrea did. And how can you trust an AI? How can you trust someone who is not human? Someone who cannot take a decision because is unable to do that. The AI has been trained for work under a human, not substituting him. So with this new algorithm, you will be able to work with both of them. So it's like a new paradigm, which is great. Can I please go to Google Drive, because I really want to show that it is important. So I can finally show you what we made. Like someone deleted it, great. Great is empty, no, never mind. Could you raise your hand if you never trust your AI? If you are working with that, but you couldn't just trust it because you had no idea about what it was doing. Imagine like you are a private company who's gonna able to launch your product. You could use AI for coding, as he said, yeah, it's great. But what happens if you ask the AI to develop your product with these ways, and then just it goes wrong? It starts to take some bad decision for your name, for yourself. It is very dangerous and you cannot show it in a courtroom. Furthermore, another function that we implemented in our platform that is great and could be used is that we have an algorithm called model agnostic. So we basically implemented personalized open source models for companies so that data are now secure. Another question that the government are asking to themselves is, okay, great, I can finally integrate a large language model in my platform, but how can I use them? What happens if, like, OpenAI steal my data of my population? It is illegal. It doesn't follow the GDPR rules. So, if you open source a model, an AI model, you will be finally able to manage your private data, and nothing will go in training. So, very important. I have spoken with some politicians yesterday, and they completely agree with me because it is the main point of the society right now. We are seeing that the AI market is increasing a lot. We are talking about an impact of more than $10 trillion. So enterprises will start to integrate it. We believe that we are just starting with that, and the market will increase a lot. AI is not finished. This model will be are stupid if compared to the future models. That is great, but it's important to talk about safety. It's important to talk about compliance, and it is important to talk about how companies manage these models. For instance, we have seen that the US government has just deleted the model of Anthropic Fable 5. All right, they did not delete it, but they enable it. It's not available right now. And why did they do that? They didn't do that because they cannot verify what the AI does. And this is not possible. Imagine how hard it will be to accept from a government to use an AI that is not that has no safety for the population. Which is the main point. So if you like AI, if you like his word, perhaps you don't work on it, but you are enthusiastic about this word. Take a look about what we are doing here in Europe, and do not criticize. Sorry, the laws that are coming, like the AI Act, because it's for our safety and it's truly important. And this is what Hyperion is doing right now. If you are a lawyer, if you are a doctor, if you are part of a government, you can go from a company to an AI company to integrate your models, but they will steal your data. And that is not acceptable. Furthermore, this is not just an idea. I'm not pitching it. I don't care if you will use my platform or not. You can just go to another company, it's the same. But I just want to make you aware about how important is that. Nevertheless, we are not alone. I'm not alone. We are backed by the UK RI government. So the UK government gave us 20,000 GPU hours in the supercomputer in Cambridge. So we developed a proprietary model, and this is an executor model. So it's completely proprietary, and we can use them to plan other agents. So it's a new paradigm, as they said before. Agents are now able to spawn other agents, and imagine how dangerous it could be if not managed well. Like if an agent is able to spawn another agent, and then this sub-agent is able to spawn another agent, we are talking about a new co-working system without humans, and this is not acceptable for safety of the society. An interesting topic is that I've been to an hospital. They gave me the opportunity to see their software. And it's funny that admitting that here in Italy, they have like very old software. I think that they developed it in 1990, so very old. And they are not able to integrate the AIs because models are not prepared for doing that. So this is a huge overview, a deeper overview about how the world is moving now. So I'm continuing to listen your speaker, and they say, yeah, whoa, the AI is going to be more intelligent than us. Great, absolutely. I completely agree with that. But be safe with that. Don't stop when AI is working. See what it does, because we had internal problem in cybersecurity working on a project, and they are starting to take decision alone. If you work with sensitive data, you cannot use them for these AIs for working along with them. So it is very important. And then a funny topic that I have seen is that there are lots of companies who are starting to integrate AI in their system, finally, I would say. But they use large language model with the APIs. Yeah, we finally have it. But these models are not secure. So why do they do that? I have no idea. Yeah. I go down a bit so we can go faster. I have written that a law is not mechanical, but is a requirement. I mean that it's normal if a government implies something. It's normal if companies start to be obligated to respect the new laws, because it could be is just to protect the population in general. Can you zoom a bit, because this is a screenshot of the platform. So yeah, this is a hive mind. We cannot see that properly, but we can see that there are. This is the auditing system. So here there are the all action that have been made by the agents, and there is like a hash code with 64 numbers, which is saying, okay, great, this action has been successfully done with no errors. Because what happens if you work in parallel with AI? It happens that if an AI is wrong and in the other end the AI is going well, they will combine the error with the right action, and they will destroy it again. So it cannot work right now. And these models are very intelligent, so it's strange. Maybe we can see, yeah. Another important thing is the Article 14 of the AI Act, which implies that if an action is pivotal, is crucial for the development of the system, they cannot go without asking the human to go like automatically. They have to ask the human always to approve or deny the action. And we develop a simple platform, a simple front end to accept or not the action. And what happens if I do not give them an answer? Great, they will just don't continue to do that. They will stop. And this is important, because we can finally use these models, orchestrating them as they are currently doing, but in a way which has just more safety. After that, this is a strong platform. We developed lots of LOC, so lines of code, to have a strong platform. Furthermore, we also have some certification from the government, so it's very safe. And they finally approved what they made, and they are confirming that what I say today, what I'm telling you today is real, and they have this problem right now, and they will be glad to integrate this kind of system in their platform. Trust, not capability, is the bottleneck. So, like someone said before, like Andrea said before, we have to trust this model, because this model are going to spearhead in the society. This model will be the state of art in everything. We are seeing AI a lot in coding. We are seeing AI a lot in engineering, in healthcare, but not in everything. So, in 4, 5, or 6 years, AI, I'm making you aware that AI will be integrated in everything. And if you are going to integrate this kind of AI, it will never work, because it's going to be very dangerous. I like to make aware that I'm quite young, and I want to tell you that I'm 17 years old right now, and I have already developed a strong product. We have done it. We are backed from the UK government. We are backed from a venture capital. So it's not just an idea, but it's something that is real. So it's something that has been created properly and approved by two governments, the Italian one and in UK. Soon in United States of America too. And this is something that I wanted to say, not just to have claps. I don't care about that. It does not matter. But to tell you that you don't have to give shakeless, give limits to yourself. If you have an idea, if you want to do something that no one has done before, if you want to pitch something, if you think that it can work, if you see the opportunity in your eyes, do that. And do not stop because someone did not do that previously. At first, it was very hard to develop this platform. And sometimes it's very hard to extract, to harvest this value. Because it's another platform and we are resolving a problem that currently don't exist. Because companies are integrated it, are using AIs, but they have never had this problem. So they say like, okay, it's working, we don't care. But in like 1 or 2 years when this AI will be more autonomous, we will start to see models that will delete data, will manage lots of sensitive data, and it's going to be catastrophic if someone do not integrate this kind of platform. And we're looking for like a new law to regulate it. And it's great that we are also, as I said before, backed by venture capital. So there are people, there are teams, thousands of people who believe in what we are currently doing, why we are doing that, and it's great to know because this kind of endorsement allow us to work properly, to continue to work, also when someone tell us that the product don't work. But in reality, it will be the bottleneck of everything because, yeah, you can use AI, you can use the best model, the state-of-art model. There could, Anthropic could release Mythos. OpenAI could release GPT 6.5. It will be great, yeah, absolutely. They will be just better and better. But there are no limits for the better. But there are limits for the orchestration, there are limits for the safety, because it's important that people start to think about that. Furthermore, I also went at University of Cambridge to tell them, to show them what we have to do, what we have done, and what are we going to do. Because someone before was talking about the open sourcing model. What does open source mean? Open source means when a company releases a model for free, but not just the model, but the codes. So people can just download it, easily download it in their computer, and then use them. Why does a company do that? Are they like philanthropic? I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, they are. Sometimes not. It's just for their interest. But it's great because we made it. So it's available on Hugging Face. Our proprietary model, our AI model, is tiny, so you can download it in your computer. It's not so, don't worry. It's not so large that you cannot. It's not the next GPT-6, but it's a good model for planning other actions. Then I want to thank you, Emergent Ventures. That was the venture capitalist that backed us. They're not here for sure. They are in the United States of America, but we are recording. So if I can thank you for backing us and giving us the opportunity to work with you, we will continue our project. Sorry. Then the bottleneck is not capabilities, is wherever we decide to make autonomy approvable. So if you want to use AI in your ideas, if you are finally happy and excited to use AI to start your own business, it can just not be related to AI, but AI can help you. Do that now. Don't worry about these problems. But when you become bigger and bigger, and you have to manage sensitive data, trust me that it will be very hard to manage them because you could just get in trouble by giving AI too many permission, as the majority of people do, without just looking at it. Then, if you have these needs, I'm talking with many people who needed it. That was so. This event was a great opportunity for everyone to talk about that new topics. In Naples, it's crazy to talk about orchestration. I cannot even imagine it. Here is my email, my private one and the business one if needed. And I also open for some question without business stuff. Yeah, sure. There is the QR code of our website. There are lots of free papers, so you can read them, understanding our milestone, our roadmap, and how we are working. It is very interesting because we started out with zero, and now we have some resources, so we are going straight well. My LinkedIn, it's everything. Sorry if I did not show that at first, but we had the possibility. I had to run a bit, but yeah, I think that everything is here. So if you want to use AI, use it, be happy with that, but keep attention of what they do and never give to AI the permission to take decision alone. This is the main point. Thank you.
Thank you, Giovanni, our younger speaker. Well done, well done, well done.